When using the SAGE Formative System, it is fundamental to know and understand that when you want to create and share an assessment with other teachers around the state, they must be saved as a resource and not as an assignment. In SAGE Formative, assignments cannot be shared. They can only be assigned to students and given to them, and you can collect the data from that and analyze all that, which is very, very important. But if you are working with groups of teachers on benchmark assessments or common assessments, and you want to be able to share those with the SAGE Formative System, just know that you must save it as a resource. And this tutorial video will show you how to do that. So I've already done a search in SAGE Formative for some 6th grade mathematics haptic items. And those haptic items are those constructed response and technology enhanced questions where students have to interact or touch those questions in order to do something. That brought me back 10 results. I've added about 5 of those to my resource cart. And the process of creating an assignment or a shared resource in SAGE Formative is the same, whether it's a new assignment, an existing assignment, or a new resource. You've got to use the Browse Resources panel, do your search, and add the items to the cart, to your resource cart that you want to share. All right, so to start the process, we click on the resource cart, and that'll bring up a listing of the questions we have there. You can delete them from here, but you get this fork in the road. You get this decision to make: save as resource, save as assignment. Again, if you save these resources as an assignment, you will not be able to share them with other educators, only assign them to your students. So I'm going to choose Save as Resource. And when the new Create New Resource page opens up, you've got to give the resource a name. This name is crucial, it's required, but this is how other educators will find this, and it should be as descriptive as possible. So I will add a title here. Okay, I've added my resource name. The description is optional. If you want to put some information in there, you can. It lists my activities here. This will allow me to preview this bundle of activities that will be created as a resource. And then it lists the aligned standards that go along with that. Now, here's the crucial thing to know about sharing. This is where you decide how you will share this resource. By default, it'll be saved to your own library, which means that only you will have access to it. You would find it the same way you would use the Browse Resources pane to search your own library for this shared resource. If you are a member of another training group, those groups will be accessible there as well. If you are a building level administrator or a school or district LEA, you will have access to your school libraries, to the district library as well. So you can create those shared assessments that way. I'm going to save this with a group that I set up, and then I click Save and Publish. Once I do that, it takes me back to my search. So how do I verify that actually saved? I don't have anything in my resource cart anymore. So let's go back to the search panel. I can either go to Browse Resources or click this Hide Show Search panel. And I'm going to reset everything. And I'm only going to search that SAGE group demo group that I saved the resource to. It'll be the same if you save it to my library or any other groups. You just go back and search that group for whatever resources were available there. You don't need to fill out any keywords or anything like that, because the activities will be listed there. So I've saved 2 things to this sharing group. I've saved this shared resource, but this is the one that I just set up. SAGE Sharing Resources Demo 6th Grade Math Expressions, 5 activities. If I click the View button, it'll show me those 5 different activities, and I can go through them with the arrows, make sure that it's the assessment that I want to use, and let me go back. And so now how do I give this to my own students, or how do I share it? I take that shared resources demo, add it to my resource cart, and I can do that from the view window as well. Go to my resource cart, and then this time I'm going to save it as an assignment. And now from here I can set the settings that I want to give. The manage resources, there's that one resource, but just know that that one resource is a bundle of 5 activities, and so everything will be there. I assign it to my students, give it a start date and end date, And then I've used that shared resource with my class and other educators who are a member of that group, or pull that resource from their school or district library. We'll have that same assignment to give to all their students. So that's the process. Good luck with using SAGE Formative.